After na Igbo must go. After na yenya briko, Igbo must go. The earlier we realize, the better. After na Igbo must go. Yet your mind more. You say. Now, how many tribes do we have in Ghana here? Enti, date na yetanya. Oba Ghana mu, as I'm speaking with you today, internally, no, the hatred among ourselves, no, grew and grew. And the tribal hatred, na, from nowhere, ababesi Ghana, which wasn't there. The tribal hatred, no, it wasn't there. Ghana, we are so lucky enough, say, and we are northerner. You can travel to Ashanti region, you can travel to the Greater Accra, you can travel to, Central region, you can travel to Western region, you can travel to Volta region. We travel across. We are Voltarian. You can travel to Eastern region, Western region, Central region, Greater Accra, Ashanti region. We are, again, I say Greater Accra. We can travel. We are, we move across everywhere freely. We are not in China. We intermarry. And they yaware yahuntino ye di afra nisa. This tribal hatred, no, enka meka senka ye tu asia nisa. From nowhere, social media baya ene mabunu madwenekete start original social media so from nowhere ene tribal hatred no grana e grew. Ene flemu ane ye inflemu the tribal hatred in our country Ghana. Now, Mamika no kwe we chire ahwefo na etie for abohweme. Omaya emu nipa nya ba ko nya kroyo anyi nkabomu no etan wo ho ko won ho no. Wonani baba wo ho so no. Na ahoho edi won so. Yes. Omaya enipa wo omanim. Monya ba ko anya kro enka mumum enfo dontena no. By the time I'm over realizing, now how ne di muso, and how go be di muso na yenu yeti na ye say yenya home popuye asase ya into the earlier we realize the better. In this particular video, mebo audio to be achrew te waso bi na tie enye Ghana pompo na eka o eye from yenuanom Nigeria fo ya na eka a wo mo kire Igbo fo yi wo mo suban wo mo ne oye said wo mo de ti Nigeria ho kwan wo mo fa so ye wo mo niam mebo ama mo nyina mo tie na ewia makasa mo chirem from nowhere yama politics atiesim ana sabio nkwasiampafo be nya platform ana omode political hatred because this particular tribe belongs to this political party, this particular tribe belongs to this political party, and that division, you know, partisan division and partisan tribal politics, you know, awuram ana nkwasiampafo etimitina camera chi amfa nyansasa mo nkasa etimi chechem educating masses and country omo say you know what. Yes, we are tribes we are in various tribes, but yeah, my for time because this tribe belongs to this party or because this tribe belongs to this party. My so be for endom be ideologies and policies na yan funding komo Dabi, and they eventually the partisan hatred awuram into tribal politics. Ana se tribe we wa manoko we dia ene ye ne omo nka ye tan wo mu se tribe we wa manoko we dia ene ye ne omo nka ye tan wo mu ene de ti kroma si ana hoho no hwedi no mo na mase no mo ye omo niama na bo anse ma kire mo video we meba amensha se mfiri ha na omo nyina kwa about the Nations Anchor TV so said dem di medwuma no sa ha na meguso di no mense san mfiri mu me ka no kra sa de tie enti minim sa badwe mba fo mo tie me de omo nim bia me di be firi aba na me de ba ko si meba ye sha se mfiri ha si meba amenka se muntie bibi wo ha si mame muntie wi me goto so omo di nkomo na me se mame ntie ha di na me ntie omo nkomo ni bi na me wi a me kwaka di wo mo nkire me man Ghana fo enei papa ya odase ye ho ya one ye mampani Jondama di Mahama gina we mame sha se mfiri ha mame sha se mfiri ha temu tasudin pay attention to the conversation here. Amisha Simfriha. Openi kasa.
There is a disturbing development creeping up in Ghana, and every well-meaning Ghanaian will have to sit up and grant me your attention for just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. A man born in Nigeria who settled in Ghana some decades ago and over time became well-respected leader among his tribesmen has now set up a kingdom for himself in our country, ladies and gentlemen. He is an Igbo man bearing the title Eze Chukudi Ihenetu. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
He has the title Eze Indi Igbo Ghana, which translates King of Igbo people in Ghana. His tribesmen in Ghana crowned him this position and the title in 2012. And these are his images, ladies and gentlemen. A very fine gentleman whom we are told is married to a Ghanaian. And as a typical Ghanaian, ladies and gentlemen, I have no problem with that at all. But many people, including myself, will have a problem with anyone or any situation that has the potential to undermine our sovereignty as a republic. What has made our country livable for all people for many years is our hospitality towards one another and to foreigners, ladies and gentlemen. And that cannot be circumvented by any external tribe nor group of people. Ghana has a common chieftaincy practice of installing foreigners as development chiefs for the purpose of providing value to our local communities. This is a typical thing in Ghana. And hence, I thought what this man and his tribesmen were doing was something in line of that. Until, ladies and gentlemen, I read from an internet publication that they, and I mean the Igbo people, or he as a king in Ghana, has acquired acres of lands to build an Igbo town and establish an Igbo kingdom within Ghana. This is where I became disturbed, even though I'm yet to see any substantive evidence for this acquisition. That would be totally unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. Fellow Ghanaians, I want to believe this is a falsified story. But if not, this is not something we should entertain or allow to continue. Ghana is a sovereign country alongside our kings and our chiefs. They are called kings and chiefs for historical reasons. They have fought and protected their lands and been the source of the unity of our people till this modern era. It is not a title given out of charity, ladies and gentlemen. There is a meaning and a story behind every stool or throne in Ghana. There is a story behind every stool, land, and family lineage that authenticates the royalty of our kings and chiefs. These institutions are not to be toyed with nor replicated in any shape or form, ladies and gentlemen. People have fought and died in the protection of their clans and tribes and lands in Ghana. It used to be our system of governance before the colonizers came in, and therefore should be respected whether by foreigners or locals, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening with this self-acclaimed king of Igbos in Ghana, if true, will be a direct infringement on our chieftaincy structure and the sovereignty of our country as a whole. This cannot happen in any other region outside of Accra, and even in Nigeria. Can this even happen in Ashanti region, ladies and gentlemen, or any of the northern regions? In fact, this shouldn't happen in any other country, and shouldn't happen for that matter in Ghana.
Abushia, ne tinti ne tia wanyina ne se opani we edudam eba kan okra kire mo. Muti kroma sei, and there is no king in Ghana. And there is no king in Ghana. Asante for ho aba be ye hia ma ho aba be tan all because omo him pono, they value him, they cherish him, they call him a king. Into omo ho aba ye hi, into other tribes no they can talk of some of the Ghans, some of Voterians, Northerners, Obaba social media no they na some party crane say obe classify Otumfo as king. Na ne bone we dwa Obaba find the phone. There is no king in Ghana. There is no king. Instead of so no so be portray ni there be proud of ne dear, then ne dear be to abonten ho be sell ne dear mo bie hu no be value ne dear no ono no on fa ne dear hu care about ne dear but obi ye ne dear na nipa kro ho ye ne hi boko enei say we have no king in Ghana no Otumfo nya king na ene mo nya king Igbo tuku kwezuenu I want that je ho no amo kwezuenu igwe na danche hon opani enya agudie o kan Igbofo na wo Ghana ni nyina abom na omo plan eya agenda o de be chekere ne community nya botere mebo audios ni bia mo anya bietie na mate se bi no mo keka I na say oba brochire kra na ye wa Asante chiefs and say ye wona ade that tribes ahodo. Okay. Mo wan say. Mo plan bi say mo no mo chekire mo community wo ho. Mo akwanya ne yesa. Enya mo na maka mo ho abom na mo hyiehia na mo ye yie na mo twantoma na mo hodu mo ko chakeke. Obi asole on na dwuma. Mo agenda bi say mo so mo pese mo build a kingdom over there. Sa na mo dey ho. Set yes and tell na wo ba wo kuru ma say ya. This is the plan. Na Igbo for bia wonim say no mo ye omo niam. Omo ankasa nipa be kana sama ma mo tie. Me nkoka ne abeka so fa na edi kokonsa. Mentan omo ana mentan obia mentan Nigeria for na mom say me timamuni ana me kromani me omanba maintenance nya hwe han nye din na ho mfa kwan bi mfa strategy bi mfa niam bi ngu kwam na in the next 50 years no omo benya hini na omo ne omanma fo ne mbeko ade a ahya ase no enye se bi si wiase da o ebi esi wa mahodo bebre entokwa na wo Middle East wa ekoso a Israel for ne Palestine for koso no na hyase bi na hyase na hyase nie ntokwa na ekoso wo Middle East wa Israel for ne Palestine for dia bomu na hyase no ebia pepepe nie ene ukodu South Africa ye wo kuro bi ho efro Orania no eye odemaya koho na anu ya Orania ne ye abrofo a omo so ababe occupy baby o South Africa omo si eye omo dia omo nananom eto etu akama South Africa for penifo histories I mean so many years ago enti eye omo dia na me no ka say enye se omo tena ho na omo di South Africa for sika na omo South Africa abanyase na omo ya adwuma bo South Africa kan ko Dabi Orania no ate ne ho achechire ne ho ono akasa twa ne sika wotwa ne bank oye na kwan I mean we see the schools or in the health service, the health centers, training and crop or see no South African is allowed to live in that Orania. Mundo Rosa among that video no South African is allowed to live in that Orania. It is for only the Oranians. Abrofono kwa South Africa before ni be the kwan. Only omo kan obeka just ya na no mo to asase no etuaka. Meka ko fast how the my video na mababa ye ho program a kire mo. Ebi si South Africa. Me no ka South Africa for no bofu a eyire so paso a enkofo no so omo no so bia o omo nuru 500,000 population kra. Enso omo se omo nana no mo to sa asase no etena ho ana omo atena ho anyini. Eti me no ka se ukoduru ho no mo a omo atwa omo sika omo wo omo bank omo wo omo hospital omo akasa wo omo governance structure omo wo omo flag wo omo currency within South Africa. Ebi na asase me the Israel there maka Israel there that chiro. And so many hodwa ekoso across the African countries ni abe tribal conflict ekoso even in Nigeria me no ka say asumdwe ni ho asumdwe ade asumdwe ni sa o man nim de ekoso no muntie me mo akwa abadeba the nation anchor TV wa ba no mesrew se message ana se dwumadie we e wo se yedi na se wo se konkan a eye mo ho keka anyhow mo be share na mo be be like be push video no ene ba me say okay nkofo me mindful na Ghana 4% komo we yedi na mpanifo say ani abere wo man nim eno de ba me yakoso di nkomo no intimesere so ababo mo de na share video na bo like ne so see afọ ya no to my anka bia wo journalist ne wo so called professional journalist o mo tete radio city TV so nyina o mo nyoma dwun so o meka bi mebo bi num videos a kire wa yesi bi ye ma bi ye bo bi aba so ma bi chiame Captain Igbo Smart kwenu meba Captain Smart mami mo we kire muntie hase te waso di neti asem wa hase koto so mudi nkomo na metete ho na metebiti
to his ritual money after gaining their hearts. They now went and bought 50 acres of land. What next? To flood the terrorists. Before you know, Ghana will start experiencing what Nigeria is experiencing today. Before you know, Ghanaians cannot walk in the night anymore. One sister said this thing just now. An Igbo guy go to Ghana, start videoing, making videos, claiming he is a content creator, start telling them that, oh, Ghana can walk in the night, oh, Ghana can, white people can walk in Ghana freely. Oh. He's trying to attract terrorists to Ghana. Before you know, the whole Igbo will flood Ghana and start doing all sorts of nonsense. They say they are Biafras, but when you catch them, that, oh, we are Nigerians, you understand? You see how they are. Let me tell you how the Igbos operate so that you will know. An Igbo man will come to this platform right now or walk up to you face to face and tell you, Oh, we are not aware that this man is claiming to be king in Ghana. Oh, we are not. He is a liar. The Igbos, they have groups where they discuss everything they do. Do you know this thing that is going on in Ghana? Majority of the politicians in Nigeria are funding it. They are aware of it. You see the reason why we don't want to vote for
sorry to say, you won't believe that former governor of Imo State came to visit this man with Okosha.
Okay, good. You see him?
Former governor of a state came to visit this man in Ghana. What is their motive?
Hold on, Josh. See, Ghanaians, there is no Igbo, big or small, that is different. They are all acting like, ships. Ships, when you are leading ships, they go to one direction. Mm-hmm. That's how the Igbos are. Both big and small. Both the ones are abroad. They are sponsoring. If, there's one of my friends called Ikwere, I would like to bring him to this platform. You try to put him on big screen. It will show you a lot of things. Do you know that the Igbos went to import guns to bring to Nigeria to empower their terrorist group? You see the reason why they don't like Buhari, because Buhari dealt with them badly. He dealt with them, the terrorist group. They are in Igbo land. There are some communities in Igbo land that you cannot go to. They have unalived so many people in that community. That's why you see them running to Ghana. This thing Ghanaians are doing is paining me. It's making me angry. That's why you see South Africa. I love South Africa people so much. Ghanaians are coming online to talk about this for what? If it's South Africa people, they will take action straight. You understand? Why come online to discuss what we do? Take action straight. Why should you allow such thing to happen in your country? For what reason? Somebody who is not indigenous of your country, you are not from a royal family in Nigeria. Your father is not a king. You don't have a royal blood. You just went to a country, a peaceful country in Africa, to buy 50. If you see this, if you should investigate deep now, you see that majority of this money that came for this land were donated by the big men, the Igbo elites, who made this donation, so that they will expand their terrorist group into Ghana. They can't try this in Benin Republic. They can't try it in Togo, because those French people, they don't take shit. They deal with them squarely. It's because Ghanaians are peaceful people, and the president of Ghana and president of Nigeria, they are like siblings. They just laugh and joke over things. This is a serious matter that you don't need to wait for government.
You see,
the people of Ghana start protesting now. They must stop.
Nigeria ni na chere nkofo we o mase na Ghana ni a wotie me sa asem we won fa ne serious mate me kan we na me hwe comment section me hwe modern kire na me hwe na se enya asem bia hu ye ntwa so a metwa so de tie ne se eni oba West Africa ha se nyina for oni fa aman ni nyinam na hwe oman ben na sa atutrafo a from terror of we oman ben na omo nheda enha omo sa Ghana kwa uba West Africa ha Ghana na sa tribal conflict any sa terrorist disturbances no enhye dan ha yadwere amaye twa ye hwahia eye Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali nom omunyina e face this particular problem. Nigeria crowd me no kasa sisi now some of the worst news I buy a whole community nipa bonifo be akoto ahye community no so ekunkum nipa wo ho atwaja to ho ahyebinom very dark man ekọ ho no mo so mo videos na Ghana na sa atutu asem no ane sa abonefo sem no boko pe na akwa gina ukọ boko a ewo na ewo mu anama ni so ewo ana ewo ani mu adwo but terrorists for me higher dwene anase yankasa among ourselves tribal conflict na ye kon ye ho no eni hasa ti hana ba be a ase asomdwe wa hase but me ka kire mo say there is fire on the mountain. Yes, and then when I'm TikTok no so na mtentan no so a ubo na Nigeria fo wo mo ye videos no wo mo ka kire wo mo nkofo wo Nigeria say hey Ghana ti say yo mo ye Ghana asomdwe adeasa na mani na mui nti me no ka say kodu Nigeria ahokeka ne ahode na dodo na epedi apa Ghana no it's a Ghana for person mo kwa bruchiri Ghana e Nigeria for bruchiri. Secondly ye currency no emu odusene o musikan who kura 200 Ghana cedis it's almost like 20,000 naira wo de kwa Nigeria betima to nyema bebre eti ene ye mfa America embra ana mudi America eba na sa nkofo e from Igbo fuo yi wɔn su ne wɔn no yɛ ne nneɛma suban wɔn da na di wɔ Nigeria hɔ no ti ɛnɛ wɔn tere wɔn ahyia mu wɔn kɔ yɛ bi wɔ South Africa mmerɛ bi atwam ɛma South Africa foɔ ɛne wɔn de kye pam wɔn firi hɔ nom wɔn ama wɔn kwan but yɛn Ghana ne deɛ yɛayɛ yɛn ho agyimifoɔ yɛayɛ yɛn ho gyimifoɔ a yɛde ane sɛ yɛbɛko yɛn ho na mmom deɛ ofura bɔnten ba no a yɛbɛka yɛn ho abom ne ayɛ vigilant on deɛ ofura bɔnten ba no ɛno deɛ ɛnyɛ ready sɛ yɛbɛyɛ saa yɛnkasa ne yɛtwa yɛn ho ne yɛko yɛn ho ɛnɛ yi on our borders across the country Ghana ahohoɔ a ɛdi mirika ɛwura Ghana ɔmo duru border hɔ nom a check papa bɛyɛ ne kɔ so scrutiny bɛyɛ ne kɔ so a ɔmo find it out ɛdi mu sɛ oh mo a mo take away mo a mo ba Ghana mo yɛ ahohoɔ na mo purpose ne mo mission nti a mo de ba Ghana nie ɛnhwɛ mu papa bɛyɛ saa ne kɔ so Dabi ɛno asɛ ɔmo duru hɔ nom a ne yɛsi ne yɛwura office ne yɛakɔ so ɔto mpanimfoɔ out ne yɛabɛsena wura country no ɛna no yɛte sɛ immigration foɔ atie si nkramoten so a ɔmo yɛ mass clearance a ɔmo de bus asi hɔ a ɔmo sɛ amanfo akɔ the question is ɔmanfo na ɔmo abɛgu Ghana na immigration foɔ de bus ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo akɔ no ɔmo firi wiem ɛna ɛtɔ fɔm ana Dabi ɔmo fa yɛn borders yɛ aso ne baeɛ ɔmo ba bɛyɛ dɛn ɔmo bɛpɛ dɛn ɔmo nkrataa ɔmo de baeɛ ɛte sɛn sɛ yɛsɛ free movement across African countries a ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ free movement yɛ sɛ bɔdamfoɔ bi asɔre free ne man so nwura yɛ man mu ɛyɛ free yɛn ha wadwene saa bɛ ɛwɔ sɛ woba ɔman no mu a woba no kwan so na wobɛyɛ biribi a ɛbɛboa ɔman no aboa wɔn so abrabɔ wontumi nsɔre free Niger Mali na wowura Ghana na wɔmbɛtena abɔnten bɛgu abɔnten bɛsɛsɛ sika bɛyɛ bɔɔla wɔ abɔnten but bisa ho sɛ kwame so na ɔmo fa de wura ɔman anim bribe ne sikadie ne kakra nipa bɛnya to asase abɔ bra ma obi ahu sɛ ɔno nso abɔ bra enti ɛnɛ wudu checkpoint or borders no so a yɛn check hwee ɛnɛ deɛ ane sɛ yɛakɔ akɔ sɔto panin out munya ɔmo nkɔ there is fire on the mountain ana Nigeria ni ɛbɔ so ɛkyɛkyerɛ mu tie sɛ one ama me sa mo bim ne tie ɔhyɛ video yi ma me ɔpanin Sam George aba abɔntene aba abɛklɛ ne ho ɛno nso mɛkyerɛ mede bɛto so ama mo nyina mo ho because yɛnya ne nteɛ sɛ papa yi atɔ asase almost 50 acres ɛwɔ prampram ningo prampram ye ball pressure ɛyɛ ɛho de kakra bi no ɔpanin Sam George aba abɔnten sɛ ɛnte saa mɛka ama mo hu yɛnsantie Nigeria ni n'asɛm ne na futu ɔde ma Ghana fo na yɛnto aso meba yɛntie
it's nonsense. Otherwise your country in years to come you start experiencing what we are experiencing in Nigeria. Okay. These people are
in years to come you start experiencing what you are experiencing in Nigeria and then of Nigeria and name no ka sɛ wokɔ Nigeria sisi a anipa bɔnefoɔ atutrasɛm a ɛkɔ so wɔ man nim hɔ you have no idea a whole village wɔ hɔ na a certain tribe bi ɔmo nya ɔmo nya adwena kɔto ahyɛ ɔmo so na ɔmo atwagya tuom na ɔmo ahye ɔmo bebree wɔn tentan so ade sɛ wo a wɔn pay attention ana ɛkɔ so wɔ Nigeria hɔ ɛnɛ yɛ kidnap asomasi ɛnɛ yɛ wi asomasi ɛnɛ obi ba yira ɛnɛ asomasi awuda ɛnɛ yɛ kum ɔbɛnten ɛnɛ yɛ kum ɔbɛnten awudie okunkum because ɔmo adɔso wɔ hɔ ana amamu na ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ no so anya amamu a ɛde mpuntu anasɛ ɛma ɔmo ayɛ okay over 200 and something million in Nigeria ɔmo ayɛ overpopulated ana ɔmo ɛsɛ di nkwasiasɛm ɛkye ɔmo ho wɔ hɔ nom ɛnɛ ebe mona mo betima ka mo bo mana mo so mafa mo bag na mo so mapie baabi omo bekọ ebe owiase afa na baabi omo bekọ bia na omo akọsɛ hɔ ɛna no metie sɛ omo akọsɛ Dubai tene Dubai aban aba ne sɛ wodi udin ana sɛ wodo nkrata beba ne yɛbɛhwɛ so ne yehu sɛ wo fie Nigeria ne a wo fi Nigeria na eba ye ma kwa ma wo ba Dubai ha mo amu Dubai mo amu nim sa sɛ mo confirm ma me comment section hɔ omo akọsɛ Dubai tene ye mom kwa mom ma ho enye Dubai nko Europe countries ni bebree yenya hu se wo ye Nigeria ni pe ma ho ya opportunities bebree ho ayem pama because of said you omote ne said omo ye omo niama Ghana ya no ho oman bi a emu mpanifo nye serious omo mfa bibia serious agisa agensam aman ahodo a blocki ehu sankofo we suban na omo stop omo from coming to their country no Nigeria for wait me ba bedru Ghana no abefa Ghana din no de age Ghanaian passport no de to kwan akosa aman no so e bo amon kan chem so fa ya oboa Nigeria ni timi to kwan free Nigeria ba Ghana oba Ghana no abeji Ghanaian passport no abefa Ghanaian name no anya kwanya no dia fam because Ghana no ye no ukwa bonten ho a ye din say sa ye ha dwene sa eti baby odo application batu bia we Ghana ni bia no probability say obetimi akọ no very high but any enam sam kofo we so ma boboba bekan na no monte Trump asema oka say wa obane some countries or the Ghana ka mo shavido yima me mo kofo wetimi bedu kroma no abefa Ghana because uba kroma say ya open passport you own fa any tough scrutiny BM ultimate TSK ubenya your passport no matter whom you are the other passport and kwa ye wankasa so wo kwa interview bi na ye toto ano na ye hu sampa wo ye Ghana ni anase wo ye wo Ghana watena ha che anase ye bi Dabi ukres kan ko ade a connection man na agent man betima ma wanya passport sia na nkofo wi e de sa Ghana passport no e fam e ko e di bone wa control mo no be kakra sunsun so be ba mo beti yo mutimi ye no mame mo bibi nchira mo wase beba me man na nkasa no o man na yewom no beba mame nchira made wase ya nchira made muntie audio we mame muntie te wasudi share video we to nsa frɛ obi pacho mo spread the message we mayen samusi yenye ne afra no tum ne nka bi ye beye na mo nye nkwa ne be ye ne mo ne beye muntie audio yi mame te wasudi ne tie
your platform you see what is going to happen because people are just willing so concerning about the land issue no it's not only Accra and our heading na our turn up and yes it be what eastern region and it being so what to be in our position chiefs so 15 all other regions no of Ghana we mo day we see allegiance to him we no na yet king so I will one of my friends in Nigeria when you go my or can't let me direct say the thing now you know you didn't know you will fight with Ghana people your population you're saying and that's a killing kidnapping in no more because I did the other because you cut them 3 Nigerians here
one thing is a Ghana and your population census no ye accumulative ye the statistics ni currently you prepare budget ni say saying Quran and Ghana ye overpopulated to the extent say krokitwa no ye hu ye ho anu okuro ni every tokuro bia wo bekomu bia Nigeria ni wo now so ye kasa Ghana your population ye 30 million plus said ye one more capture ye census no na tokuro bi hu Nigeria wo madani media equalizing our population and then what cromfo too e wo tini so Nigeria ni ba ko
in Ghana I'm telling you say we are in a danger point now I'm telling you look at the population of Nigeria getting to 300 million and the land you know, the land of Nigeria no and we say it has been cast. I have black land. And no that woman so they are scattering everywhere. And I heard they go, they want to dominate, they want to conquer. So, and if you don't know woman will say, share me the woman will say Togo, Benin, Francophone countries, they don't understand English, they speak French. And that thing, let's pass this side. That thing now Ghana, they can't do it there. Benin. Almost a Ghana speaking is almost a troubleful. The only place on the media then, on the me about I reciting, I bet to meet you, I do Ghana. If I try what I say, Ghana, and one thing about it is that no mobile, okay, how do you know? Can you how go to bring to relief? Because give me money for but on what to say is the me you have to Ghana in Ghana.
They be surprisingly they be Nigerians.
And after to go need the alcohol, rubbing Canada. Recently, 2-3 days ago, the Ghana landlord of Nigeria in Kuku was offering a Ghana. When we are pushing the king, if you are second, Nigeria for happening anywhere in the world. Mahama, watching This things. A time is coming. Ghana, maybe I have a chair and identify them.
Meti wasina so eya wo ye Ghana ni badia e wo so de ho meti eya meti wasina na
Ye dey ya fi kuntu shaya ni chi na ye dey
echo
na wo sha the whole Africa Ghana na so je ye dey
ewo eno na ye me ye omo be say MPs no aye wo no.
Yes, and a time is coming, you know. Who do Ramadan and develop it here? Let us engage more. Sit down. Ube ye Japan. Now we see who be really going to. Now we need to. What you remember? A kunkum kidnapping ye chu ma ye say and el koso hono ma.
Abusia wasumwa de akoso kakran nam kontunase ene saa nipa we omusu na yanko yanim na menka asem nkyerɛ mo ene be won sema mo pa conversation we bae ye sha se ye ho dede nyene pani bia nyiniti pani bia mbekasa Sam George ena mahu se wa be clear no ho opani Sam George Sam Nate George or say no king has any kingdom or land in Ningo Pram into ono de or signity na wayi ono no constituency anas ono no mpesua so because ye tese opani wo 50 acres of land e wo ho e ma ye hu dede ama opani Sam George aba be signity wan sign anas wan kase bibi sa ni Ghana wo wan kase bibi sa nkoso Ghana wo o se emom ono no constituency wo de bibia sa ni ho opani Sam George aba signity enti to all the MPs from various constituencies in Ghana here across Greater Accra, Western region, Volta region, munyina ubia embe signity na ye ni abere enya agosem ene yedi penifo se sabio ukoto se ejada wo yonko abodisemu a na wasansuo ana wo de wakoda nsuo num de yeboba no ye mpese bedru akiriti na ye ni abere ye hu dede no timpenifo including the traditional leaders in Greater Accra and across the country mo starting ye hwehwemu na mumfa moye papa bi mre oman mafo no ye ni abere mo mpanifo na muti kroma se no ye jai mo a mo ba makwan ama ahokwa afa ye man no ahokwa di oman no because mo dia ne se kokwo na obeba no odi sika bema mo obema mo dollars mo beje na mo ton oman no di oman na che no Ethiopia Sam George abe signity or see no king has any kingdom or land in Ningo Pram constituency. Disregard any such claims. The ancient great Ningo Pram is welcoming to all who visit us, but none is welcome to lay claim to a kingdom here. Rest assured, we are a hospitable people, but our hospitality cannot be taken for granted. Let calm prevail. Ethiopia Sam George abe signity or say Igbo kwenu ahini no mo chechere no na mframam se omo 50 acres of land e wo Ningo Pram na no ye TikTok program kra me boso e na mate se ma na yate asemde ne se opani Sam George aba be chirem se bibia sa ni ho ati traditional leaders, the authorities in Ningo Pram se mo se bibia sa ni ho a ye da mo se mo ma swift respond se ya ne ye pen wo o man ma Ghana for na ye wo Ghana sisi ya no ye nya ya dwene se ye hwe han ya din ama sabio greedy leaders are more various positions money ahogwo aye baako aton oman no de oman na ma ahogwo no da bi ye ni to media bet ye wa no and social media da romanti ye ma mo na na masuma domo Ethiopia Sam George aba bontene aba abekle no ho senkanya asemo a asem we aba Ghana eye me ofa no se me bete ho pentenkwa enya journalist fo akese mo kroma sei ana mo gina mo TV so e question mpanifo e call mpanifo so mo mra me yinsama no ene wu kroma journalist no ye bobi chiame oh mame ma mo chiame ba ko ha sei me ba o we fa ye bobi chiame ni Igbo chiame ni Igbo kwezuenu igwe chiame smart na gina ho no Igbo chiame smart Oni Chame smart. Igbo chairman smart me egira hono. Igbo smart na muhunu no Igbo kwezuenu igwe Captain Smart na ya bono baso hono na ya manecha so a eti sese free na ko be abehia Captain Smart bia no utimi bo mu asema no Igbo smart Igbo kwezuenu igwe utimi bo mu asema Captain Smart Igbo kwezuenu igwe ejeze Captain Smart no ni di no sese Igbo abeka ho Captain Igbo Smart kwezuenu igwe na izi se wo ye nyansani na se wo pese wo ko man bi na wo pese wo dua wo hini wo man ni mu a de wo se wo ye nie wo koduro man ni mu a na woni o man ni mu amanyofo asate ebuild ayonko na woni o man no security leadership no asate build ayonko wo wi a wona obeye dede wo man ni atwe o man ma no aso aba de wo pese wo yeso abodawuro ama anamo be wo pese utubi anoman ma na hu no e ya journalist for nti wo hwa journalist for no omo no wodwo no duru dwo omo ye dede bofo na wa frɛ omo na wa pekwan abafa so ene omo abuild bonding abuild friendship e ba sa wa semba omo ntimi nka bi me kasa kire ba nyansani me kasa ntro kwasia an ubu ba nyansani te base enti sa na wo hu no etene wo journalists for ahodo on various media houses media platforms o maka o manu atum din ebefa yemu bi kwase apafo bi sei so na ya kan kura kire to me senya no kura na sente saa Ghana mpanifo across the interior and as minister of interior or say internal or say animanimu ya ultimate release statement was say chief traditional councils ultimate release statement was say various traditional leaders K3se3 oh Dabi said the name from mama mobofo amokasa ho no bibia sa ni ho sa na dance ABC de kire say just omo matukwan ba Ghana ha say na e ka omo ho abom na omatimi adi dwuma na omatimi akrakra omo ho keke na mom nye say bibia sa wo na kwan nye sa de a ye ma munna Ghana fo ni abre me no kasai amanfo atiasi bedra sada no so a wo ka bi o ka no kure e kire tumi enti abranti ewi a me de penny back with the besoso amon. First
of all, for the past few days, a lot of concerned Ghanaians have been voicing out their opinions about a foreigner calling himself a king in Ghana. So we were thinking that as long as we continue voicing our opinions, the authorities and the government will come out with a statement telling us what they intend doing. It's been there since we've been making these videos and still no form of communication from them. The Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, headed by Honorable Ahmed, is yet to bring out any statement. The Council of Chiefs are yet to bring out any statement. The spokesperson for the Gamache is yet to bring out any statement. And they are making us look as if we are just wasting our time. Meanwhile, this is a serious national issue. I saw the video where the man said he brought some lands to build the Igbo village. And at the end of the video, this is what he said, and I quote, after we are done with the Igbo village, we will expand. That's what he said. He said, after we are done with the Igbo village, we will expand. Meaning there is a motive. And somebody...
Like I said, there is a motive to set up an Igbo village. No, they will expand. Ghana 40 kronim. The traditional leadership in Nkrano is very confusing to the extent say they don't know who is their government now. Allegedly, new government. There has been a high court judgment. New government. What kind of confused people are this? Your traditional setup, every time sorry.
Somebody said they will expand their kingdom in your country and you are keeping quiet. Honorable Ahmed, what's the problem? Gamache, what's the problem? What's the problem? Council of Chiefs, what's the problem? You guys need to come out too. Yes, there are Ghanaian chiefs in other countries, but did you see them buy land saying they want to build their own village? Hell no. That's how segregation starts. Segregation, that's how it starts. So you people, you should come out with some form of communication. If you hit the street and demonstrate against that, then let's do that. Now, if you're a Ghanaian and you're talking about this, they will come into your comment section in truths, and then they will start playing the manipulative game. What did you hate? What did you hate? That's who they are. They are manipulators. They are the masters of pretense, and they can gaslight you into thinking bad. That's who they are. So if you are seeing that comment and you don't like it, block the person. You understand? We are fighting for our children. So that they will not come and be dragging lands with any foreigner. So we'll be expecting some form of communication from these three arms. We want to know what is going on. We know we don't want any foreign king in this our country. There are over 100 tribes in Ghana. There are over 100 foreign tribes in Ghana, and none of them try to create anything of this sort. It's only one particular country that wants to claim dominance. So we need a form of communication.
Fantastic. Yentena hanum na yemfendi agro enimra ya moso no ye manum in the next 20 30 40 50 years best atia kontokwa na nkofo ya sibetim no masinya timu a omo ne ye manum be kontokwa all because enei ya hemfu binum any leadership of some ethnic groups and as a clans bi a omo wo to me over certain lands no ton sa cinema hoho sa all because of sika omubenya ton sa cinema hoho sa ton sa cinema hoho and now no report back e beto me na so say yes Lebanese bi ato ansase bi wo certain areas certain part of Accra ono sa Lebanese ni no na afi wa start na wo twetwa ton mamanfo na ke so ono na ba beto ne kakra alliance sa register anya ne nkrata ana afi ono na ton mamanfo. Look at your country for no Lebanese ni no aba beto asase ne kakra o nkran ha setemane ne mpotem wo baby me refi obi ni mom aba beto asase ne kakra ana afi wo twetwa ton mamanfo because corona yiwo no yebu akokwo sin kromafo wo kromani bekwa akoto asase ye beka trust after 5 years when timanya so hwe ayeje bebre lose omo asase because of that policy me manya kakra to asase ye ho nkrata ene me no ka say lands registry office na kohwe amanfo asase se beye no mo benya nkrata akora no nyasem ketwa so mo twa ho kwan ko baani Ghana ni na ono akasa wone mamu na waye kweli ato asase bi so watuko akotena broni man so a waye adwuma hours over hours ato asase bi no obenya asase ne nkrata no kobra ene kobra ochina kobra ene kobra ochina enso kwakwo bi fra bonte ba beto asase ne ne egina so aye ne nkrata ni na ma no na oyi ona na wonam ho free na o man ma no ebre very soon akoko best at tons ase ama mo kromafo no se nei mo se enye di nyanka ya no ntum enti etwetwe nipa so a ewodo eba I mean Fuma you are a fighter Fuma ka bi betire o mame
na I was Santini I rise Ghana youth I'm sorry what she Ghana enya masa Ghana yem panifo no mo fi se ye yankoa na ya deda yenya masa mema wo dem timo mo ni na ho amammu na mu bu ne nkoyie MPP on this moon from Mobia Moye. Yet it's war, yet you know, almost I told you my gun and I'm able for. Munim say Ibo for a vampire, so Muja. Munim say Ibo for a cum nipa. Munim say Ibo for Winnie Panam. Che, Ghana and Nigeria, Yonko Fano, a dopa. Ghana ni Nigeria ye ma menom ne ye ofa no makọ open ana ye nso omo nso ba ha ya ha ba Igbo bi a omo be fra Nigeria fo mo Ghana ha no omo na essay Nigeria fo din Nigeria fo ankasa no Igbo bi a omo be fra mo Ghana ha no ono mo say Nigeria fo din unim say Igbo fo num nipa moja unim so mo wi nipa unim say wudie Igbo fo no more than 50 acres of land now omampani wo de na tena office na na sign grata na wangasa no say na wo dwene ye 50 acres of land wo de ma Igbo no na wo de ma no den adwene na wo omampani wo de ne tena office wo ne din komo den na wo dwene ye oman nya mo de awo me ka kire mu pen oman Ghana nya mo de awo aban be kwa man ban ba ne ye na mo de tie na 4 years 8 years mo ba na mo be sisi na mo boya po no ya man Ghana ye di kan ka Ghana no mo ton de da ba ibo mo fo mo musika nkoma wo mo ma ton Ghana bia no mo fo musika nkoma MPP ni NDC mo di abro sa adai mo be say ya ma wo hu ana say ya no mo kan no atu mu hwe na nanu ma sorry o me ka kire mo ye na nanu mo di o mo ja be wu ye no yakoba recarnation yakoba ya be je man Ghana si wo waji Igbo ni sika no for sika ma no obetu wo man nim muni bisa Igbo fo wi ni pa yana nanu mo peso Igbo fo kura de obo mu din a yana nanu mo ko Nigeria no mu tiri Igbo fo kura e bisa Igbo fo di awu sika du aba ko no ne kidnap adwuma e koso o man mu na Igbo fo mo amu ya we na mo sign no makotira say sign documents ama o mu 50 kilo 50 adai acres of land adai Ghana ni tima mu ni kura na epe ba bi di container kura sia mu ne twema so mo fa aburo ben no tima mu ni mpo e di container be si ba bia na mo tuogu obi akosi ni dan ketu obi asi ba bi na mo buo tuogu obi aye ni bibi ketu obi na ono de sika ye no na mo buo tuogu atam 50 acres of land na omampani wo de na tena office Dabi o yenye ma o mu mamoni na ho yenye ma o Ghana na ye dia o ye na nanum ne ene omno do moja e che Ghana to ho ya bosum ahoma hodo ani tumi ahodo do man kuma de bo twedi ampon na nanum ama Ghana no oman Ghana no a ye na nanum moja na hwiegu no me ka no kra kire mo ya padi fo no mutimi fa enye krokro de dwon de mo ye de ni na hwemo amanyo me ka kire mo bu youth muntie politics a criminal work won't forget one politics in Kanukra. Say politics Kanukra. Kay a man penny me and for Igbo Nin Quatina on sign 50 and any Ninkomo. I wow Sudimsa and go for you know them. Ye two robbers I say. Ye two a kidnapping I say. Nipakum Sikadua would wire bone the road Igbo for you know. Other than some more Mukwai and more money of this agron. Share Ghana for a young mao, a full ye. O for the join from pete. Join from pete. Mun na K3se3 dia unipa bone na nyankopɔ tuawoka. You was our guy my way. Nyame na tuawoka. The medical video abeka unipa ban.
Hey, Igbo smart asem na wakofa ben. Captain Igbo smart asem na wakofa ben. Yo. Ese wusia na usi Igbo kwenu, kwezuenu, Igbo kwenu smart no. Hwe, nkuta de ni.
We are nibre. O petumi, nanka de dini paso, a dini pabro, the mere tuawoka. Wo, a debe crow, crum, quiet me and for one samreman. Ukrum, uni a samreman cry, Ukrumda. That's why a baby boy, and I was to say, Yamina Tuawoka when you was Yanaba. Or mine boy Naya, what do you food and one will swag a tons of dollars, say, Winterina. Oh, they say one as out down to win our K3se3. O crum, who free. Yet me, Mamma Samreman po. Ana wa be pra hinie Igbo ni ache wa se dem asiu hene na ya asiu hene no hwan e da nim se sa de asi hene Ghana ha sa de asi hene na mo de mo hwe da Ghana no mo anya asiu Igbo fo ne mpake wo mo niema se krowe no Nigeria fo no they are not bad peoples but Igbo fo de wo mo wi nipa wo mo ye cannibals wo mo num nipa moja Wamuri yesikadro kidnapping robbery ade ya wudie kwa na ye omadwuma eti wo mukuro no mu no Nigeria kwa no Nigeria fo kwa papa mu Igbo mama ma yebu fo mama no 7 am 4 years mo ba ni mu 8 years mo ba no ba de mo pe na wo keka ye tira bom na youth ni wu nkwase wu no mo nyene nipa ho hye ya mpere mamu mo chen na mo be hu
nti Igbo hene no ifie ne ne Igbo fo na hia wo mo edi kasubo mu wo hono no wa journalist fa wo nyomo ti kroma se ni ano on be drew clone mu pen no penny for police for penny for na ye baako. Wa journalists of work come on to. There is fire on the mountain and you munye. I'm not inciting so bianco bu ibu ni bia na so bianco pamu ibu ni be na mum se omo agenda bi se chire kingdom wo ye kroma se ato asase anya asase afra ye nkrofo so ya benya ba bi timu mra no ye makwan ye mpene me I'm not against any tribe or any country person, I mean any African coming to Ghana, but say obi the mentality and obi the agenda bi baba say I mean I'm here to establish a kingdom, may G acres of land wherever it is in Ghana. I won't agree. Yankasa o mind for nankasa ye hu ye left and hu ye right away ni amakwa ma ho wa ba beji kro na boso na I don't blame ho no me blame kro yes say ho to abontin so pum ho to abontin so pum na mo ho be to abontin so pum na fri kro ma ni bi I don't blame ho no me blame yankasa fie for ni kro ma for no because and they, you know, we hate ourselves to the extent say and then there is a trend going on now on this particular issue by ya call it yam penny for I mean ya portray this issue as a national threat, right? Yes, and I stand by that. This particular issue, I won't limit the issue to a particular tribe's problem. No, it is a national threat because per the audios na you know, go for no person mo tere o masi because umbe expanding. When they are done with the Igbo village, they will expand. I won't sit here and address this issue and then limit it to a tribal problem or a problem for a particular tribe. No, I will stand here or I will sit here on record. I will make sure that this particular issue, we address it as a national threat to the whole country. But the sad thing going on in this country that most of you are hypocrites, and you know, they say, when something happens in Ashanti region, we insult Otumfuo and makes it look as if say Otumfuo is the person that have to deal with that problem. Meanwhile, you the same people who go out there and stand at one corner and say that Otumfuo has no mandate, he is not the king of Ghana, he is a king of Ashantis, he is not the king of Ghana, he is under a president. But when something happens in Ashanti region, all of you guys will be blaming Otumfuo. Say BBC or Ashanti region. Kwasampa ni bia fa ne camera obedi Otumfuo atem because Otumfuo one was so solve one was so hwe Otumfuo eti ne ho no okasa okosolve nso a na wo she president ase na ade na opesa wo kire sa wo otumi wo man nim oyi na ni nso a na watena na wo na she sa wo yo hene na watena na de koso o mpeso aso ni asem si Ashanti regional ye de show Otumfuo but asem si other part of the country a president a national issue. This is a childish and stupid and hypocritical attitude of some of you. As we see any part of Ghana, Volta region, Northern region, Eastern region, Central region, Greater Accra, president, this is a national issue, this is a national threat. Yes, I'm not against that. But as we see Ashanti region, Otumfuo, and I know king of Eswatini, Eba Ghana, Kuhu Mampeni. Okuhu mampeni we no kuhu mampeni kwa na yes no I was so kwachi Otumfuo and no Otumfuo nya asem wo ho because king of Eswatini abaga na kwa kwachi Otumfuo nya asem Canada pa Otumfuo tu kwan a boy won tu kwan obi fra bonte be sra no so a boy so say obi gina baby na say unlimited this particular issue na say oblemu the Ghana traditional leaders na say odi Ghana penifo atemo a me kaka nkyere ne say onyai Dabi because we live in a country whereby hatred, partisan hatred, political hatred, tribal hatred, and social media na bebomuno. Amma kwama agenenkete phobia so fa camera. Tu futrogu ni penny and nipa no mabodam na de na mo manim. Me de me nkasa group no ho. Me gina brane na maka no kra ya kire panifo say I won't limit this thing happening as a tribal problem or as a particular tribe's problem. It is a national threat. Inti yem panifo a mo sabeka video mo be share video am panifo hu no. Let us find solution, address this issue and make sure we put a stop to any future threat as soon as possible. Na mo ya hypocrite amonam kroma say ya asem si asantema mu dia e Otumfuo asemwa na mo kodi natem munya isa suban no na se mo nyina magya tum se eni ohene eni king e wo Ghana na mo nyina hye mampani ase a asem si Ashanti regional yemblemu mampani and yemblemu politicians no we dey no fire the nation like where your part 1 mesa ba part 2 mame fa so ha na me di meduma and then the first time I wo hwe me a bo subscribe button no so said the bear next time be me ba wo besa temenka umia subscribe button no so wi a adoma bi dan chen fansa bo adoma no so bo select all and all notification beba so choose all notification no said the bear won't miss any of my episodes me tenase a me kan say de tie ope masama me dase ompe masama e wa wasema hwe ha me entimi nya me hwe me do beso ha me da mo nyina se mo jebre mo share mo like ye me da mo nyina se yemfa so ha de abobo ba no ye hu ne ntam e be ya man se bi tu ha na mo anope ya sa na nwumere duru yesa e wodo kurumafo be da ne akokho ama akokho fo abeda ne kurumafo me da mo beso ha piao mame fa wura JSIK I wodo me kwabenya boom junction kwabenya boom junction opposite the Shell filling station mame fa wura JSIK in fact anything iPhone so upe bi na ato upe brand new upe UK used slightly UK used bura JSIK o kwabenya abom junction abronsan na ne Shell filling station ni di ihwani mu no abronsan no so ho JSIK ho no bura ho na woni mu amamasem uto slightly used UK iPhone na all types na omobema all the accessories anka uto no inbox a ubenya talking of charger screen protector omobema all these accessories they said they wakoto no inbox pepepe which is unusual which is not done so anywhere ukoto slightly used UK phone uto phone no pe na ubenya but ukoto no JSIK they will give you quality charger original charger they will give you screen protector they will give you cover itimesre upe bi na tu screen protector anything iPhone anything iPad anything enter JSIK I work abina omo number na that screen is on 02673 70010 02673 70010 bura JSIK I work abina ma boom junction omo sombo sompa the junction akọ piao